We are the Dirty Reds, and we're back. We are the Dirty Reds. We will attack, defend, attack. We've been away so long. We grew hungry, we grew strong. Now we're back where we belong.
G'day guys, Pies here. So yeah, obviously I'm not in the studio, but I thought I'd get down to Wentworth Park and check out how the proceedings are getting set up for the Glebe Dirty Reds return to Glebe, and no one's here. So I've had to get Darren Flynn, the president of the Glebe Dirty Reds, on the line. Darren, g'day mate.
Josh, how are you, mate? I'm over at Henson Park for training. Sorry,
no.
Must have missed the memo.
We've missed it. I should have got down to Henson. How's it going? How's things going with the Glebe Dirty Reds this year?
Mate, looking really good for this year. And of course, we've got our big triple header return to Wentworth Park on this Sunday afternoon. It's the second annual return to Wentworth Park, which is one of the highlights of our season. And a couple of highlights this year for return to Wentworth Park. First and foremost, the Dirty Reds will be taking on North Sydney. Now, for those who don't know, Glebe and North were massive rivals, particularly in the 1920s when North won their two premiership titles. In 1922, one of the first premiership finals ever played, Glebe unfortunately had a bit of an off day and got hammered by North 35-3. But a big rivalry between those two teams, and it's the first time this Sunday afternoon that Glebe and North will play each other in 90 years. So we're very much looking forward to that. The Dirty Reds going up against the North Sydney Flegg side. And the other really interesting thing about this weekend is Sydney University, of course, a great historic club, former premiership side from 1920 to 1937. Well, they've entered into a feeder arrangement with the Dirty Reds. In 2019, they'll be our Sydney Shield team, and they'll be at Wentworth Park for the first time since 1929, and they're going up against Ryde Eastwood in the curtain raiser at 1:15. So that's just a taste of what's on board on the weekend. Of course, we've got Newtown and North in the ISP match at 5 o'clock as well, so plenty on.
Sounds awesome. I got on your website and checked out the details and that. So it's at Wentworth Park this Sunday the 17th of February, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Gates open 12:30. The first game, Uni and Ryde Eastwood at 1:15, followed by Glebe and North, the North Sydney Flegg side at 3. And then at 5 o'clock, it's Newtown up against the North Sydney Bears ISP team. So that's at 5. We've got a face painter of Jumping Castle for the kids. And tickets for adults, $10, and anyone under 16 is free of charge. So pretty good value for games of footy for just $10.
All right, sounds fantastic. So it's your Glebe Burwood Ron Massey side, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So Glebe Dirty Reds in a merger or a joint venture with Burwood for the Ron Massey Cup. It's been a really successful partnership over the past couple of seasons. Of course, we made the grand final qualifier last year. We were leading with 2 minutes to go before getting run down by Wentworth, who went on to win the grand final by about 34, I think, the next week. So a really good season last year. And, of course, the first season when we were Concord Burwood Glebe, we made the finals as well and lost to the eventual grand final runners-up, Auburn. So we've had a couple of good years, but looking to go even better in 2019.
Oh, fantastic. How's it look on the Ron Massey side up against the Jersey Flegg? Is that, I guess, the Jersey Flegg side for North, so they've been in professional system for a while, I suppose?
Look, in some cases they have been. Of course, most of them would have played junior reps for either North Sydney or South Sydney, or of course the former partner club of North Sydney. Of course, now they're in partnership with the Roosters. But look, that'll be a tough task for our boys this weekend. I believe there may be one or two overage players as well dropping down from the New South Wales Cup squad. So it should be a pretty competitive game. But we've got a pretty decent squad lining up for that match as well. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, probably good learning experience for the Flegg guys too, playing against real men as well. So
absolutely,
should be an interesting game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys are playing in the Ron Massey, and then you have players that feed into the Newtown Jet side. We do, yeah. So the way that, for those who don't know how the systems work at that level, so we have a Sydney Shield feeder team in Sydney Uni. Actually, probably best to start at the top. Cronulla are the NRL side. Yep. Newtown are effectively their reserve grade side. They're in Trust Super Premiership team. So surplus Cronulla players who don't play for the Sharks first grade team tend to be seen in the Newtown side. We then would take some of Newtown's excess players to run out with our guys, and then obviously we drop any excess players down to Sydney University. So, look, it's a really good partnership. It's a really good system for us as a club.
We were highly competitive last year, and we've got a very good squad of our own this year. So, having those Newtown players, which we won't have them this weekend because they'll be playing in the match ahead of us, but having the Newtown players drop down has been fantastic for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I witnessed it firsthand when I got to ground announce at a game down in Henson. So that was a fantastic day out, getting to play the Dirty Red
best in the business,
theme song.
Josh. They're still talking about your ground announcing down in Henson Park.
If only I pulled out the lines that my mate wanted to. He was texting me from the hill. He's going, say it's a Glebe Dirty Red bloodbath.
We'll have to get your mates up there with you in the box.
Well, he's moved to Cairns now, so he's a bit out of the way.
Definitely, it'll have to be. But yeah, look, Newtown are a terrific club, and they made the grand final last year. They had a very good squad, and I think the relationship between our two teams has helped both clubs. I'd like to think that we've, in some way, contributed to Newtown's change of fortunes in the past 12 months, and hopefully, we can see 2 premierships in 2019. Certainly, based on 2018 performances, neither side was far away at all. So, things are looking good.
For sure. It's fantastic. You've got all the old clubs, aligned together as well. You got the Jets and Glebe. I went to your launch at the York Club York.
Yes.
You spoke about your intense rivalry in terms of who was the oldest club and all that. And it's good to see you combined, and also having Sydney Uni on board as well. It's a great little mix of clubs there.
Well, I'm trying to think the last time that those 4 clubs would have been seen in the one place, and it would have been certainly in the one competition or the one ground. It would have been back in the 1920s, because 1929, all 4 clubs were in the first grade premiership. But this weekend, you can see all 4 of them in action at Wentworth Park. So great opportunity, history in the making, if you like. And as I say, it's the first time since 1929 that. In fact, the last game that Glebe played in the premiership was against North Sydney in 1929. It was a 28-all draw at Wentworth Park. So this is the first time those 2 clubs have played since then. So for any Bears fans listening out there, come down and watch your team do battle with the only club they beat in the grand final ever. So that's something that North fans can really celebrate. They've got the wood on us in that respect.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, excellent. Everyone should get down there. Now, I was following along with your tweets a couple of weeks ago. You're involved in the Nines out at Cabramatta, is that right? Yeah,
that's right. Look, we had a good afternoon. Of course, you're probably referring there, Josh, to quite a serious injury that was suffered by Matt Long, one of our halfbacks, and Matt had a great afternoon of footy before he got injured, but it was just one of those freak collisions from the kickoff in the final of the trophy competition, and the game was stopped for about 20 or 25 minutes. At that point, and obviously the match was abandoned ultimately, and the prize money was shared, but the only concern was for Matt Long's well-being. Unfortunately, Matt has made a complete recovery. He won't be playing this weekend. He'll have a bit of a break for at least another couple of weeks to make sure he's completely right, but there's some scary and anxious moments in that game, that's for sure.
Oh, it's good to hear that he'll be all right, though.
Oh, absolutely. Matt's a great player and a good young bloke from all reports, so really looking forward to seeing him run out in the Dirty Red jersey this year.
Yeah, excellent. That was out at New Era Stadium at Cabra, hey?
It is, yeah. It's an annual event, the Cabramatta Nines, and there are obviously plenty of teams from it. It's an international nine, so there are plenty of teams. I think we played Colombia, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, we went up against a few international sides. We actually played South Sudan in the final of that trophy competition as well. So it was something for everyone there. But look, it's been a good competition for a number of years now.
Yeah, I like that stadium. We've actually played Masters tournament out there, like one of our Masters modules out there, and fantastic arena. Like the grandstand's good, the surface is really nice.
Yeah, no, it's a great facility. Are you going around the Masters again this year, Josh? Or?
I am. Yes, I'm a black shorter now. I've hit 40, so going around again for the Waratahs.
Good work, mate. Well done.
if you weren't so busy with the Dirty Reds, we'd put you in some. What are you, black shorts as well?
Well, I'm 41. So.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Next year, maybe.
Next year. There's always next year.
Exactly.
Oh, good stuff. Anything else you want to talk about with the Reds?
Oh, mate, look, just, we're selling our memberships now for the season. You can become a member for as little as $12 to become a member of the Dirty Red Army. So if anyone's interested, just check out our website, dirtyreds.com.au, or the Facebook page, for the Glebe Dirty Reds, and we'd love to have your support. Other than that, mate, hopefully we just see as many people as we can out there on Sunday at Wentworth Park. It should be a great occasion. We had a good turnout last year, of course, at Wentworth Park in our first game back at the venue, and hoping for a big turnout from all the North, Newtown and Glebe fans on the weekend.
Excellent. So get out there Sunday, the 17th of February. If you're listening to this week, that'll be good. Check out the Festival of Footy out there at Wentworth Park. Are you going back to Club York afterwards for refreshments?
Exactly, mate. Always back to Club York. It's the best little club in the CBD, the best club in Sydney.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, mate. And hopefully, if I can't get out there this week, I'll see you down at the footy sometime in the near future.
Be good to see you out there, Josh, and thanks, boys, for all the support.
All right, no worries.
We are the Dirty Reds, and we're back. We are the Dirty Reds. We will attack, defend, attack. We've been away so long. We grew hungry, we grew strong. Now we're back where we belong. We are the Dirty Reds, and we love to win. And every time we play, you'll hear our Dirty Red fans cheer. Hey! Don't think we'll go away, 'cause the Dirty Reds are here to stay. We are the Dirty Reds of Glebe. We have the longest history. We are the Dirty Reds, and we're back. We are the Dirty Reds, and we love to play. We are the Dirty Reds, and like McKibben, Virgin Grey, every time we play, we find a way to win. Because the Dirty Reds don't give in. We are the Dirty Reds of Fleet. We have the longest history. We are the Dirty Reds, and we're back. Dirty Reds!